Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Hopefully you're all safe. As you can see, a bit of a different vibe today because we're in my home garden. We can't really do too much other than what we're going to do today, and that is we're having a little look online to see what basically crap we can buy. And today's video I have found this trials bike. Whoa, look at this. You probably can't see it, just about. Requires a bit of work. Beauty is it's near where my supermarket is. Go pick it up, do it up. Hopefully by the end of the video, do a bit of garden trials. You never know. Crazy times at the minute. I've actually managed to knock the bloke down a fair bit of money for this bike because he wants rid of it. He wants 25 quid. He's asked for it in a see-through bag. Not drugs money, I promise. There we go. He's picking up with gloves. Let's see what happens. I've just bought it. Some would say it looks like a washing machine. We're going to hopefully give it some love. Not in a rush to go anywhere, are we? Right this minute. Get it home and see what we can do. Whoa, look at her. There she is. The guy I actually bought this from has had this for God knows how long left in his shed. As you can see, there's a bit of rust here and there. Let's get it on the work stand and see what needs actually doing to it. Here she is then, sports fans, the Beast. First off, as you can tell, the tyres are proper flat. So we just punt those up and just make sure the inner tube actually works. That looks like it's going up. That's a start. Perfect. Pump the tyres up. Doesn't look like there's too many problems. First thing is first, we need to give it a little wash, especially in this current climate. Look at that, it's starting to look better already. Some of you may be wondering why on earth I'm doing a shed like this up. I'm not Sam Pilgrim, I'm not Matt Jones. I don't normally do crap bikes up and then just riding around giving it the yee-haw. However, we as a nation are obviously in lockdown at the moment. There's not really a great deal else to do. I thought this would be a prime sort of little project, build and hopefully sort this trials bike out. And secondly, it just means I can have some little trials skills out in the back garden. There obviously is a bit of work to be getting on with. So to start off with, as you can sort of see, the bearings don't really sound all that good. We've got a buckled rear wheel. I'm going to take the grips off, the brakes off. These grips have been on here for probably about 5 years. Gentle persuasion. Quite rusty in there. The biggest problem with these grips is they've obviously been in a very long time and they've welded themselves to the bar. Problem is with conventional grips, they are a bit of a nightmare to get off. So I use something like this. Be careful not to spray yourself in the face by accident. Let that soak in a bit. Stupid crappy grip. Come on mate, come on. There you go. So we can see already, look at the colour difference between the bar and where the grips were. I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do with this. Do we sand it down? Do we just spray paint it? Let me know in the comments. No, none of that shit. To be fair, it doesn't really bother me. As I said, it's just going to be a garden fun bike. We'll just leave it as is, just try and clean it up a bit. The bloke did actually assure me that the cables were in good working order. Let's be honest, I paid 25 quid for this beast, so I can't really moan too much. It does actually work. Even though, yeah, it's not the prettiest, it is a bit of a washing machine. We could still get on this bike and ride down the road. In any normal case, we'd normally replace this chain, but it seems I don't want to spend any money on this other than the bare minimum. We're just going to put a bit of oil on the chain itself. Take the front and the back brakes off, and we're going to give them a little lube as well. They are wedged on there. There we go, there's one. And number two, so you can sort of see they're not really in the best condition. There's rust and things. Let's see if we can clean these up. There's a worst case scenario. I mean, you can see the brake pads are in need of replacement. They're V-brakes. I guarantee I'll be able to go on Gumtree or something and find a whole bike for about 2 quid that I could nick the brakes off. We're going to take both brakes off, give them a little lube and oil, and hopefully see how they clean up. Worst case scenario, if these don't come out all that good, I'm just going to go on Gumtree or Facebook in a minute and see if there's anything local within walking distance that I can just buy some crappy old brake. I've started this job now and I'm thinking, what on earth am I actually going to do with this? The novelty seemed quite nice to start off with. It's cleaned up pretty nicely actually. We've obviously lubed the chain. It's not a sort of rusty gold anymore. Removing the brake pads, pretty seized up. That now is us nearly completed with taking all the brake pads off. Soak them, man, just soak them. While that is soaking away, the next problem we actually have, the way how the wheel's slightly bent. So we've got to straighten that. It's hard to film and do at the same time. If you've got a buckle or slight untrue rim to one side. If it's untrue to the left hand side, you obviously need to relieve the tension on the left hand side spokes and put more tension on the right hand side, if that makes sense. Should have really shown you what it was like before, but too bad now. There's a little one, but all I'm using is my fingers, so that's good enough. 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and as you can see, the rear tyre's going down. Bit of a crapper, so it basically means I'm obviously not going to buy a new tube for it. I'm going to try and repair it. That's the whole purpose of this project. 25 quid to pay for a bike. I'm actually at my parents' house because I can't be in my house because of my other half is a nurse, so isolation purposes and all that stuff. So I just thought, what else is there to do? So perfect little project. The fact that it's a cheap project, anyone can do it. You can all go on Gumtree, Facebook Marketplace, whatever, find an absolute weapon and just do it up. Kills a bit of time, and then you've got a bit of fun around the garden as well. New day, new project, and here we are back to the shitter. I had a bit of a downer with it yesterday. I thought, do you know what on earth am I doing? New day, I've got new inspiration. Today I've decided that we can't have rust on there, so I found this in the garage. Obviously a lot of shops are still closed, so we can't obviously just nip into Halfords and get primer, so the old Volkswagen black spray paint we'll have to do. We're going to do the bars, and what I've also done is sorted the brakes out, and we're going to give those a little spray as well. They are actually rusted pretty bad in there. God, I'm using quite a lot of force. If you going to get this off then? I guess it just pulls out. So if you've got one of these onto trials bikes and you're looking to save a bit of weight, take these bars off. You can literally like knock someone out with these pretty easy with the weight of them. My God. I'm just going to go ahead, the old Halfords VW black spray paint. Best results, use grey primer. Haven't really got that option at the moment, mate. Straight into it then. Oh, look at that. Oh, it's like new. Obviously learnt a lot of fat creations. I'm sure you'll comment below as to what on earth I'm doing wrong, but oh well. They are crap actually. So I think you'll all agree that is an outstanding job. Okay, maybe not, but it's better than what it was. Controversial, I don't know. But look at the weapon, look. She is there just chilling. Today is a day where I'm gonna have to go shopping and conveniently walk from the supermarket to the bike shop to get my gate cables, brake cables. The reason why bike shops are open, obviously it is a necessity, so while I'm going to do my weekly shop, I'll go and get some brake cables as well. Yesterday I sprayed these, left them to dry, and that was literally as far as I got. Ali from Fat Creations would be pretty impressed with these, I reckon. They're absolutely shocking, but that's what makes it quite funny, because this bike is certainly not a weapon, is it? This will be annoying quite a lot of people, I'd have thought. Yeah, good to go, mate, good to go. Let's build it all back together. I actually went and picked up some brake cables yesterday as well. Let's get them back on the beast, see how we get on. Refurbished bars in, as you can see. Just want to make sure we don't scratch them. Right, there's going to be some scratches. Hammer. We've mounted the front brake now. Look at them, any body shop would have been happy with that. Pads are pretty worn out, but for now we just have to do it. So the better ones we put on the back. Hopping around on this weapon, aren't we? We're not going to be doing that many endos, we're just going to be doing a bit of back hopping, you know what I mean? Slowly but surely getting there. Around the garage I've actually found an outer cable as well, so just getting a proper treatment. So yeah, they're not the best brakes, but they should be a bit better than what they were. V-brakes have a tendency to collapse to one side, so it's managed to sort that. Now on the front one, hopefully that's less problematic, but I seriously doubt it. Hopefully we can start to ride it. But actually, it's got a puncher on the front and the back, so that's something else I got to sort. So, whoa. On the brakes now, there's the front and the rear. I've left a bit of excess just in case I find some other V-brakes, because these aren't the best. The springs are pretty rusted. I'll let you into a little secret. I've given up with these brakes. So as you can see, I have managed to spray paint them a little better than what they were. But it doesn't matter what I've done, I've left them in oil. All the springs are all rusted inside, there's some corrosion. So I did a little Facebook appeal last night. Andy Hobbs, thank you very much, you've come to the rescue. He's provided me with actually some really cool Shimano Dior V-brakes. So hopefully it makes my life a lot easier. There's some alright V-brakes rather than these absolute lemons. So let's put them on, see how we get on. Try and save this cable because I'm a pikey and I've paid good money for it from Halfords. Oh no, perks of having Deakin, you lose quite a lot down there. What a shame that sprayed up black levers are going to go to waste. Try and preserve that cable. Problem was with these brakes, the springs are just well and truly gone, even though I've given it a good oil and all the rest of it. So as you can sort of see, the internals of this, it didn't matter how much you played around, you oiled it, that bolt shouldn't be doing that as it is with a bit of pressure, so you can't really adjust the spring rate. So that is why we did the Facebook call out. The trials bike, the number one thing we need on this really is reliable brakes, and we're not looking at slowing ourselves down from speed, but we're relying on holding wheels in place to do some endos and all that jazz. The mechanical skills are so good. Well, whack these bars with a hammer, I can't seem to get the brake lever off. It will come. Go on, lad. There we go. Look at that lovely thing. You can see the power just oozing out of it already. Look, whoa, look at that. Who would have thought to be so excited about Shimano Diors? Their most powerful point is at 90 degrees. When they're slightly away from that, we should get some nice clearage on the rims, and they should be nice and powerful, he says. It's obviously collapsed to one side, so what we want to try and do now is adjust the springs and loosen this side, tighten the other side. A little buckle there, but as you can see, the brake is actually pretty easy going now. Right, so front brakes is the new cable we bought yesterday for almost half the price of the bike. Brakes are absolutely amazing. Not that I've ridden it yet, but they look good, they feel good, certainly a lot better than those other things. Massive thanks Andy Hobbs. Better sort out these tyres, especially as the bloke I bought it from said, yeah mate, you just got to pump them up, they'll be fine. Yeah, clearly. Look at the state of this thing. So let's get the old tyre off. So straight away you can see one problem, hardly any rim tape. Well, look, the rim tape's just falling off in my hands. So obviously this is the wrong size rim tape for this particular rim, but it seems this whole bike is a bodge. See what we can do. The fact that there's no rim tape anyway, it might work, it might not. Okay, it's not like we're hitting corners flat out on this bike, so we ain't got to worry too much about that. Look at that, it's like brand new. Right, so we've realised we can't actually take the front wheel off because the axle's pretty rusty. So rather than risking rounding off bolts, etc., we're just going to let the tyre off. Devise, adapt and overcome once again. See, someone's had a good go at repairing this a few times already. There we go, there she is. Even now I'm thinking, what on earth am I doing with this bike? Hopefully you guys are learning little bits and bobs as well. And to be fair, I've always wanted one of these. I know when I was growing up I was watching the Martins do their thing on trials bikes, and I just thought I'd always look a bit silly on one, and now I'm waiting till I'm 34, 6'1". Why not, I guess. See, we've got some finishing touches. We've got these special things here in purple. So the old girl isn't actually looking too bad. We've just put some def grips on her. I'm going to change the pedals, going to put some bolts on her for a little outing. The new brakes are on, tyres are absolutely shocking. We've mended punctures. One thing I have been told to do from the trial experts is put coke on the rims. Now I haven't actually got any coke, but money o'clock, some program, yeah. And we'll leave it to bake in the sun a bit, see if that does anything. We are back. We've left it for around about 2 hours now, so hopefully these brakes should be good to go. Not colour matched in the slightest. As you can see, we've got the purple grips, orange pedals, but it's one of those things. Lovely piece of kit. This is the DMR pedal spanner. Ollie Wilkins has given me a little customisation. Cheers mate. Blatantly going to be rusted on, aren't they? Fortunate enough to ride for DMR, but no, they haven't sent me these V12s just for this thing. These are my other option I've got for my sled. When I was at school, I'm showing my age a bit now, the one thing that made your bike cool was these things, the old dust caps. Let's whack those on just to show you what a cool bike this is. Wow, I think you'll all agree it's not the most prettiest bike. It doesn't really colour match in the slightest, but hopefully now we are good to go. Let's get my riding kit on and let's get riding. Well, here we go then. This is genuinely my first time riding it. I thought I'd get it on camera just in case the brakes fail or whatever. So, God, it's been years since I rode one of these bikes. Oh, look at that. It's come straight back for 25 quid. Right, it's got a few adjustments, but you can't really moan at that. Let's see if we can do some more shiz. First off, let's give it a little drop off. Oh, God, that's a bit different to a normal bike. Okay, so it's not the biggest drop by any means, but it's in my garden. Next one I'm going to try is like an endo off thing. 5 quid bike. Oh, yes. Try and make it a bit better now. Try and land on my back wheel. Yes. I ain't getting up those stairs though. Oh yeah, you still got it. There we go, on the banger. So what I really want to try is something I used to see Martin Ashton do, and that was like a mega spin where he spun on his back wheel for a whole 360 degrees. I want to try and do like an endo round first and then into it, but reality is I'm going to struggle. I'm not a trials rider. However, I have got a nice slick tyre and wooden floor. That's exactly why I wanted to try and do it on the Deakin. I think we'll give that a miss. That'll do. That is the end of the video, guys. Thank you very much for watching the build of the 25 quid beast. Yes, it's not 25 quid anymore with the add-ons, but it goes to show that anyone can go in your garden. You can literally find some absolute thing on Facebook, eBay, do it up in 4 corners of your own house, property, whatever. And there we go. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video, something a little different. Stay safe, and until next time, I'll see you in a bit. Oi, oi. There's a 360 to sort of finish off on. Hopefully I'll get the 540 next time. Peace.